So, sexy, stable, and even sacred relationships. Why not? 3 S's. So we already covered stable in our series of posts on vows in early spring of 2025. You can get in there and get some ideas, but it really takes something nuanced to figure out what's going to expand your comfort zone in a way that's not so much that it freaks you out, but not so little that it keeps you locked into old patterns, so you can actually go past what's interrupted relationships in the past, what's interrupted, or maybe the absence of committed relationship over time. So we've already covered stable. Now today we want to look at what makes sacred relationships. And believe it or not, it's your passionate aliveness, your chi energy. Martial artists would call it your chi. It's the juice, the kundalini, the grounded energy, not just in your belly and loins, your genitals, but actually moving down through your legs into the earth, feeling grounded and centered and alive. For me, I feel it when I get goosebumps all over my body, especially on the back of my neck. I feel warmth in my heart. I feel like an open expansiveness in my solar plexus rather than a contraction. And we actually have practices. These are hard to just describe. You can describe it, you can mentally understand it, but that's very different than bringing the juice of it. We have practices that we do in our one-day workshops. We include several of these practices in every Conscious Connecting 2.0 weekend, and we do several of those each year. But it's really being able to get in touch with your own breath, your own kind of essence, deeper than thinking mind. So there's thinking mind, and then there's a way to move back and down in your brain, back and down in the sense of where you are, you in your body, and then not just inside, but also being able to feel that your energy field doesn't stop at your skin. How far out do you feel your aura, your essence, you? If you close your eyes, take a deep breath, sigh out, relax the jaw, which is also the game face, and sense. How far out are you? And you can play with it. You can kind of expand and get bigger. Some people walk into a room and they have big energy. You can play with that, making your energy out bigger. But if you go too far out, you can feel scattered, like a little all over the place. So I like pulling mine in a little bit, and then I'm able to more feel like my backbone, the center of my being. And these are tantric practices. Tantra is actually the closest that I feel is best. The closest word would be energy. Not sex, but energy. And because you can actually just have friction sex without being tuned into the essence and breath, or you can tune into the essence and breath and use that aliveness to fuck open life to your own nervous system, and to be alive and engaged and making love to the smell of a flower, or to the wind and the air conditioning on my skin as I'm taping this. So that's how, the sacredness is you starting to tune into your own essence, and then practices with your partner, or for those who come without a partner, we rotate through. It's called, some people call that puja style, but rotating through different partners, same gender, opposite gender, people that you're attracted to, people that you're not attracted to, and to just notice what has your solar plexus clench, even subtly, to notice what has you breathe shallowly, where your artificial game face or polite survival comes, and to actually get more and more authentic, so that you can merge with another human being, including your sacred essence, your sexuality, your chi, your heart, and your mind, in addition to touching and friction. And there's something about that it feels beyond sacred, prayerful, yummy. I get tears in the corners of my eyes just thinking about those experiences of union and oneness. Some people get into that field with the topic of sex magic, where you hold an intention, trying to manifest and use your life force energy and your mind to focus your juice and your essence and your mental, focus it all on what you want to attract, what you want to create. That's all valid. And real union goes so far beyond any kind of doing or trying to cause or manipulate or even adapt and affect. It goes beyond affecting something on the outer, and it affects things on the outer. So this idea of sacredness is very, very powerful and juicy, and there's a lot to it. But it starts with awareness, presence, exercises for presence. And I think you really aren't fully formed and masterful in the area of presence and sacred energy exchange if you don't also practice being connected with your own self and the other, even when you or they are triggered. So we actually practice being triggered and being able to breathe and sense and be responsible for what you're not just saying and doing, but what you're thinking. And getting masterful over your own energetic defenses, aka triggers, or when they get triggered, not letting your nervous system follow them. So someone is holding and grounded and holding the presence pole, the yang pole, the masculine pole, if you will, so that two of you aren't wigging out or just stagnant at the same time. You can go back and forth, and just being aware of whether you're holding or responding and letting yourself kind of unwind. So that's sacred. And then in the next video, we're going to cover, we did sexy.